our final match of this group before our show match spawning in the top right corner in the blue Protoss pieces for the Kwandon Freaks. We have Mr. Trap.
And his opponent, spawning down in the bottom left, representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming. Give it up for Dark. Now, we are going to be seeing the hatch block once again. It's pretty standard these days. Dark, to that point, and we saw this in the series versus Hero, we're going to see it again here. He just goes straight up to 17 drones, says, yeah, I'm going to have my hatch blocked. It's fine. I'm just going to send the drone straight to the third base. It's annoying, but, you know, whatever.
All right, natural base is down. Going to pick that forward at third base there. Going to shoot the creep out a little faster. And it looks like it's going to be Cybercorn to Nexus on the other side. Pretty standard stuff here for Protoss. Now, of course, watch this be the one time you go for the Cybercore before Nexus.
No, you would that would be the weirdest thing. There would be no reason to do that. Somebody like Hero might do for it. He might come up with a little bit of a outside the box build. We're not going to see that out of a player like Trap. He is much more by the book. And I was talking about this a little bit earlier. The big strength of many of the Korean Protosses, we were talking about it a little bit, is the fact that they are unpredictable, that they are wild cards. Trap, though, I feel like he is the farthest away from that. He is the most standard and macro-oriented Protoss in probably all of Korea. You could make an argument for Classic, but I've always felt like Classic is a little bit... He does have the willingness to go for a little bit more crazy stuff. Like we saw him go for a DT Blink build at BlizzCon. I want to say that was that 2018 or 2019? He did that versus Rogue, though. And it was a cool thing, and he actually sniped the layer. He earned himself a ton of fans with that. It was very cool.
All right, it is going to be a Stargate opener here. Pretty standard stuff for PvZ. Yeah, I'm trying to remember which BlizzCon that was. Classic does like to pull out the odd, I don't want to call it a cheese build, but unconventional build. See it every now and then during our Brawlers Club that we do every now and then. Classic is a regular part of that. All right, one Ling will go down here. That Ling's going to come in and get a full scout out.
Yeah, this is a really nice little scout right here. Obviously, you are still expecting the Stargate opener. Oh, can you get a probe? Oh, nice micro from Trap right there, but that was a little bit closer than you want it to be in that situation. It is going to be Double Adept coming across the map here. Creep Tumor. Ooh, will he go for the snipe on that? Yes, he is going to go for it. Will get the kill. And that's pretty nice. Now we're actually going to see these drones getting a little bit pressured here. Trap, though, will actually move back into this. Oh, he shades into a surround right there. Only going to get, I think, one drone and loses both adepts. That is not worth it right there. That's pretty good for Dark.
Yeah.
Oracle, though.
Oracle could come in here. I believe Spore Crawlers are morphing. Won't be done in time. Gonna have to pull the drones off the mineral line. Queens will show up, but 4 workers here going down. That Oracle getting really low. There isn't enough creep between the two bases. Queens aren't able to quite... Ooh, gets the larva there as well. Ling run by here. There's no adept. Doesn't quite get the probe. And that third base is going to continue on.
Yeah, it certainly has. That's a really nice little bit of damage coming on in right there. We're going to see the Zerglings trying to get a little bit of counterattack damage. Not going to be able to get too much. Oh, if they find that Stalker, that would be good. But nice defense from the Oracles over top. And we got to talk about this. We are going to be seeing Dark going for a very quick Evo Chamber +1 melee. He's going to be looking to go for probably a fair bit of Ling aggression off of this. You don't have to. You can just play this normally.
All right, double Oracle's going to come in here, try to get a little more damage done. Baneling Nest coming down behind this, so it's going to be Ling Bane for the most part, getting +1 melee. Twilight Council Forge about to finish up along with 2 more gateways. But he's just droning more behind this, getting a few more lings. It's getting that economy up. He is quite a few workers behind Trap though here. Gonna even up shortly.
Yeah, that's just kind of how the ebb and flow of this matchup works. Ooh, nice little snipe right there from Trap. Not just getting a drone, also gets one of the creep tumors. And I alluded to it a little bit earlier. Part of Hero's big success in this was the ability to pick off lots and lots of creep. Now, we are going to be seeing Dark going for a big Ling set of, Ling Bane aggression potentially here. Trap is playing this new style that Hero has kind of pioneered a little bit. It is this low gas, heavy stalker charge lot style in PvZ. Now, personally, I haven't seen enough of it to really make heads or tails as to whether or not I'm a big fan of it. But it is going to be really interesting to see, with Dark cutting drones for a little while, how these two styles match up. I think this should actually be very good for Trap.
All right, clearing up a little more creep there. Lair starting on up. Roachworn coming down here. Yeah, if he is getting a Roachworn, I think if he didn't go for that Roachworn, it would have been when that hits, it would have been quite devastating here. Now shield battery overcharged. Does get pop. Nice surround here on those stalkers. Force Field's doing a decent job of saving a couple of those stalkers there. One stalker getting really low. Gonna jump on top of this Nexus. Nexus is gonna get nibbled down quite a bit. Might actually need to get canceled. I don't think there's enough here to stop this.
No,
Nexus will get a last minute cancel, and the Lings will get on out of there.
Yeah, that's a very, very nice find right there for Dark. And I was saying this kind of favors Trap a little bit, but only once his actual upgrades come online. Dark hitting just before that, catching a couple of those units away from the third base. Of course, Trap with some great force fields to keep those alive, but this is looking quite scary right now for Trap if it goes to a macro game. However, Dark is going to... Trap is going to try and move out here. Dark, he catches a couple of those units, will force a bit of... Well, will force a force field to get used right there. +2 weapons and charge are on the way. Trap, I don't know that he can do too much here. This is kind of a strange situation. Dark, he's getting into Roaches and Ravagers and Banelings right now, but he doesn't have them done just yet, and actually Dark might not be able to hold his own fourth base.
All right, Dark's fourth base is going to go down here. He will evacuate what drones he had there. And Trap just going to back off here. Ling's now getting into the main base. There is there's no wall there. There's a hole in the wall. Now Bane's morphing in outside the third base. These Lings are going to get into the mineral line here. We'll take out a few workers. Bane's going to come crashing in.
Oh! 18 probes. Oh, Trap. He dealt with the Lings in the main base so well, but he gets hugely distracted by that. Oh, man, that is devastating right there for Trap. Dark starts up 15 drones behind this, and that is really great if this goes to a macro game, but Trap is not going to want this to go to a macro game any further. He is going to be getting very, very aggressive. His +2 weapons, his charge are going to be finishing up very soon if they haven't already done so.
All right, this Ling's going to come in here. We'll scout this fourth base over here. We'll potentially get 1 worker kill. Yes, 2. Nope, won't get the second one.
Please attack. This... You can't do this to me, Trap. Gemini is watching. He needs you to do this. This could be potentially the second game in this group where if he simply attacks, he might just win the game, but he may not actually recognize the game state enough. He is up in army supply. He's got this +2 weapons timing. He has the War Prism. He's got the Templar Archives coming online. I feel like this is a really big timing for Trap, and I feel like he has to get a lot done. Oh, as I say that, he is going to find a couple of these drones. Nice job. Oh, but he eats the Corrosive Bile on one of those Oracles, loses the other one. That's not exactly ideal.
Hive coming on up here for Dark. More Lings being produced, more Banes being produced, more Roaches getting +2 carapace, +1 missile attack. Dark looking... Oh, another Bane run by incoming here to that third base. Charge lots... Hello? Charge loss will jump on top of this. Should not. Oh, hello. Maybe not.
Oh,
nice splits there.
Well, I mean, it was, and then he just let them charge back into the Banelings. kind of forgetting what Zealots are gonna do. They just got that big headbutt energy. Now here comes this big attack from Trap. He is gonna go for it. Was just waiting for some Archons. Dark does have a lot of units here, but the force fields, well, they're kind of nice, actually. Look at them. They surround that Archon and create a funnel in front of it. Very cool usage of those force fields. Big blink forward coming on in. I don't know if that's necessarily the best move, but the force fields, even though they're a little bit kind of disjointed, they are doing what they need to do overall, and I think Trap, with this additional warp in, the Corrosive Bile takes down the Warp Prism, and that is going to allow Dark to completely prevent reinforcements from being added on in here, but there might just be a little bit too much anyways.
Yeah, that Archon eventually does go down. Workers being pulled into the fight here with the Lings. Stalkers are going to be pushed back. Roach is helping out as well. Sentry force field comes down. That force field not that great. All the sentries going down here. Stalkers are getting surrounded by the Lings. These are +1 Lings. They chew through Stalkers.
No! Why did those Stalkers go that way? Oh, that's 6 Stalkers he just donated when he had Dark on the ropes.
Well, a Dark Evening Up, going to give away a couple free Overlords there. That base, I think that was a base that may have gone down there to the charge lots, or they're just waiting for a run-in to come. Is there a war? I don't think he necessarily needs another Warp Prism. He does have that forward gateway location that's proxied for Warp-ins. These charge lots here will get jumped on. We have another push coming. That's a lot of charge lots in front of those Stalkers there. Bane's going to come crashing on in. Doesn't really get a connection there. Workers being pulled off the line. Another Archon in the back to provide a little bit of backbone support. Gonna get pushed back. That's gonna focus in on that hatchery. The hatch eventually does go down. Stalkers coming in from behind, but these Stalkers here are surrounded. They will blink on out of there. And yeah, he did lose a base, but it is a hold for now.
Yeah, this is this kind of big Zealot Stalker play off a relatively low number of gases. Roaches are going to come out in significant numbers. Trap, he has done some good damage, but I really feel like he had massive kill potential right there, but now he's actually down in supply. Losing those 6 Stalkers was so big, a huge blunder out of Trap. And Dark, now he's getting into Adrenal Glands. He's got 2-1-2, which means that his units are extraordinarily well upgraded, especially since there's no Protoss splash damage. Normally, +2 Carapace is almost worthless against Protoss, but because it's all Zealot Stalker and they have small damage, it's not that massive damage that we see from Colossus, that we see from Immortals, that we see from, well, there are Archons, but there's not that many Archons left over. Now Dark is actually in a really good spot upgrade-wise. He finishes up his Adrenal Glands, and he was really, really on the ropes in this game, but Dark, well, actually, it's Trap who lets him back into it.
Yeah, another game here, like you mentioned, where Trap not pulling the trigger when he should. Another push coming down here, down the middle here. More charge lots coming in from the left side just as Dark moves away. Dark finally finding this proxy location. This forward base here will get canceled, will not see the light of day. This base here eventually being cleared up, but there is now an Archon, a Warp Prism out. Ling run by trying to get some damage done. Gonna go to that 4th base location. There is a warp in and enough static need to repel that. 3 probes though going down somewhere.
Yeah, these are 2-2 cracklings, so if they get into a mineral line, they are deadly as hell. Now, Dark is still in a tough position. Make no mistake of that. He's down in eco. Trap is able to secure a 5th base here. Dark struggling to get back onto 4 bases. But he does have Ultras, and Ultras will actually do very, very well against this army. There's no Immortals. There's a lot of Zealots, and these are going to be 2-2 Ultras. Like I said, no massive damage units besides those Archons. Archons actually Archons and Zealots getting caught in the back right there. Corrosive Biles will land in on a couple of Stalkers and those Archons. This is looking very scary right now for both players, actually.
Okay, Biles coming down, does take out a few of those Stalkers. That base will go down. Roach Ravager gonna jump on top of this army. Warp Prism actually in a very precarious position. Last minute does move it out. Ultras do show on up. These are the Brood War Ultras. 1 Ultra going down immediately. 1 Ultra getting really low on health. Gonna start chopping down on those Stalkers. Stalkers will drive that Ultra back. Another round of Biles coming on. And Lings into the natural, taking out 16 workers.
That is what I was talking about. These 2-2 cracklings are absolutely massacring this natural, even the warp-in of Zealot's not enough to deal with that. Of course, the we don't see this often anymore, but the Carapace, if you equalize the attack upgrades, it nullifies that advantage. And obviously, there's no armor or shields for the, well, actually, he does have +1 shields, but there's no armor. Oh, that Ultra almost getting locked in. These are the most effective Ultras, by the way, that you'll ever see in a game of StarCraft 2. This is just the perfect scenario for them. Another base getting killed. Dark, you gotta try taking that bottom right base. This might be a situation where the Zerg actually just bleeds to death in terms of eco.
Yeah, it's wave after wave. Now High Templar's coming on in here. I don't believe Storm is done. No, they're gonna turn to Archons. We have an Ultra run by.
Yeah, we do. That's gonna force a recall. Oh, that's actually so good for Dark. That takes so much pressure off. And now a lot of these units are retreating here on the map. Dark, he gets another big Bane run by. Trap's down to just 36 workers. 29 probes going down during that exchange. This is so scrappy. Trap, please don't let this game go. You had it in the bag for such a long time. But Dark is just battling his way back. What a phenomenal showing out of Dark.
All right, another crackling run by here. There is a couple Zealots, some Static D. This will get repelled. You said this is getting into a scrappy game. Dark is saying, that's right. You just activated my trap card.
These Archons kind of just in the middle of nowhere. They are going to be able to run away from the very, well, not very slow. They actually have their anabolic, I think. Do they have their anabolics into this?
I'm not sure. They don't have the air waves behind them.
Ah, fair enough. Yeah, that's what I was looking for, but I couldn't quite see because it's fully zoomed out. Oh, no, they do have them.
They do? Okay.
Yeah, they got those swoops.
Yep.
So they are quick enough, but not quick enough to catch Archons. Those Zerglings not going to be able to get this round. We will see Dark switching gears and trying to take this south base. This is such an important base right now. Ooh, big Zergling run by coming in on the top side. Incoming advantage, please. Hello? Okay, there we go. Ultras and Zerglings. This is actually probably going to put Trap completely all in.
Shield battery overcharge does get popped. It will get taken down. Another swarm of Lings coming in. That Archon going down pretty damn quick. And Trap pulls the trigger on the other end. Gonna come into this fourth base. This fourth base is gonna go down yet again. But on the other side, he loses an Immortal to the Ultralisk. Infestor? 2 Infestors just kind of hanging out there. Going into some funky-ass base trade here. Charge Lock's going to get into the natural mineral line. Archons as well. Third base here going to go down. Natural base going to go down.
Now, there's a really cool decision that Trap made, which I really, really love. He loaded up 2 of the Immortals from the army and sent them back home. He knows that he couldn't recall. It was on cooldown. He is going to be able to deal with those Ultras better than you would expect, but does he get fungal growth? I'm not sure. 0 probes right now for Trap. Oh, it looks like, the Immortals did get fungled outside of the War Prism. That is so disastrous. Those Infestors coming in so clutch. But is Oracle, is there anything that shoots up? Oh, there's nothing that shoots up. He just needs to make sure he doesn't get hit by Corrosive Biles.
All right, natural base is going to get fully cleared out here. Production is gone.
Oh my god, there's no probe on the map. This is it for the structures of Trap. He might actually just get eliminated trying to get back home. Oh, Trap, not like this.
Now, Dark doesn't have enough minerals here to build another base. He just has his main base left. I believe there's a couple...
Oh, there's no buildings. And you see Trap in the bottom right. Oh, God. Oh, what a way for that to end.
Oh my
God. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the psychological effect, actually, of this. So, it's a double-edged sword a little bit, because you know that Trap is absolutely in a tough state of mind right now as Dark. So you have 2 options. You're like, okay, do I try and exploit this and take the game right here now, take the series, and just, go the easy path, go for that big, whether it be Ling Flood or Drone Pull Ling Flood, something like that, or... And at the same time, now that could just win you the series. There's a really good chance that Trap's emotions just completely overwhelm him and he's incapable of making the correct defense. But the other side of that coin is if you do that and then Trap defends and he defends cleanly, all of a sudden, not only have you've given him the game, you've completely restored his confidence, and game 3 becomes a much more difficult thing. So do you just take the mental advantage that you have, or do you try and capitalize on it and win the series right now? It's an interesting thing to consider.
Yeah, it's a thing we talk about in in IRL sports quite a bit too, where you want to finish your opponent off while you got it, because any momentum you give to that opponent can actually come back and bite you in the butt a little later on. And maybe that's also what's going through Trap's mind. He may have seen the resources tab, the unit tab, and realized he was actually quite far ahead early on in the game, and that he should have done it. And this is the second time he's not pulled the trigger.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a really, really tough situation. We do see Trap. He is going to be going for the Stalker first here. And no Warp Gate, which is a little bit interesting. So it's going to be Stalker first Stargate, I believe. Huh, yeah. Kind of neat. Berlingrad is a map where it's a little bit more difficult to get back to that Pervert Pillar right there and keep that Overlord safe. But, I mean, Dark... Oh, wait, is he hiding the Stalker? Oh, he is. Wait, what? Okay, that's a little bit weird. Maybe he's hoping that Trap is going to commit... Or sorry, Dark is going to commit in with the Overlord, and he's going to try and, get it when it goes back. It is actually going back a little bit further in. So this might actually work for Trap here. Dark, I mean, he's keeping it in a not that fully committed location. So it should be... I think he should be able to get it away. Yeah, he is going to pull it back, and I think he'll just barely get it back. Now, this will force Trap to, if he wants to kill that Overlord, he's going to have to use the Oracle for high ground vision, and that will give away any sort of mind games that he's trying to represent here. I think Dark has the read that it's probably Stargate anyways, but you never know.
All right, Ling's now moving across the map. Just more scouting than anything else. Roach Warren coming down really quick there.
Okay, so never mind. He thinks that this might actually be Glaive Adepts. So this actually has worked a little bit, this Stalker first. And we are going to see this Stalker getting targeted down. Can he get the Overlord? Yes, he will, because the Adepts come out and make the coverage right there. This is 100% Dark thinking that this is a... Well, no, now he's seen the Oracle. Wait, why is he still building that Roach Warren? Hello?
He wants to get aggressive?
I mean, it shouldn't work at all. That is so... Why is he not canceling that?
He lets it finish there. Spore's coming on down here. Well, one Spore actually just coming on down. He is continuing to drone behind this. Queens are in position. There is... there's no creep between the natural and the third base there, so it will be a little rough getting in between. Adept's going to come on in here, take out 3 workers before they get taken out. Double Oracles now rotating around to the third base.
Is this... Hang on. I have a theory about what this might be. No, wait, do I? I don't even know. Oracle's going to be able to get a couple more drones right here. Very nice. Is this going to be a big Queen Walk? He's droning up, but I'm wondering if this is going to be like a Queen Walk push, and he walks the Queens across the map, build cancels a hatchery, and then drops a Creep Tumor there. But like, I'm just struggling. I'm like grasping at straws right here. I just don't know what this is.
It's Dark. He likes to play in the Anarchy. It likes to play in the dark. No pun intended. So, who knows? Don't Steadfast. Don't try to get into his mind. It'll only hurt you.
You'll only hurt yourself. 2 drones do get picked off. We are going to see. He actually might even just not care about these Oracles and just be hoping to get the kills on them. Oh, nice pick off on these Adepts. Oracles do get into the main base, grab another 2 drones. Dark is 100% committing to this, by the way. He is going Roach, Ling, Ravager on the other side of the map, and double Robo trying to come down. Oh, God, please tell me that's not at the third base. If that is at the third base, this is really massive problems for Trap. He's already in a lot of trouble, but that would make it so much worse. Okay, they're not at the third base, thank God.
All right, got to come in here before Static D really finishes. There is a shield battery overcharge in the back. Ling's going to jump on top of that one Zealot. This Static D going to get canceled here. Going to pull back a little bit. Going to come back in here. Shield battery overcharge about to expire. Biles coming on down on top of the Stalkers here. Oracle's going to turn on their laser. No, they're out of energy. Shield force fields are doing a decent job. Ling's grappling around the Stalkers here. More Biles coming on down. That shield battery is going to eventually go down. No, it actually just a second shield battery does finish on up here. 11 workers in total going down. Dark wanted here, wanted now. GG gets called. Dark moving on.